Hey everyone, so welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be waxing. Hey guys, so I did have some audio issues with this video, but I wanted to get the content out, so I decided to turn this video into a voiceover. So we are, of course, going to get started in the tutorial, but I wanted to make a disclaimer. I, for one, am not a professional. I'm not a cosmetologist. I wax my brows myself. I do not provide services to anyone. So this content is basically a way for me to show you guys how I have found a method of waxing that has worked best for me. So the information provided, it is beneficial for those who want to learn how to do this themselves. But again, I am not a professional. So without further ado, we're going to jump straight into the video. But before you do, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And of course, turn the post notifications on so that you are notified when I post content. So let's get straight into this video. So as you can see, like, there's a lot of hair there and on the side as well. I'm going to wax my lip. I'm also going to wax my chin because as you get older and your hormones start changing, you know, sometimes hair does grow there. And so, you know, it's nothing to be ashamed about because I probably say it happens to the majority of women. Those are the things that we are going to wax today. And I'm just lounging around the house. I'm off from my regular 9 to 5. And I just feel like I need to do some self-maintenance. So of course, the first thing that you want to do is, of course, you're going to want to have a wax pot. Now you can do the kinds that go in the microwave, but I just find like sometimes they can just heat up way too hot, and I feel like the wax pot is something that you are able to control the temperature setting. So the wax pot that I like to use is the Satin Smooth, which looks like this. This is basically the wax pot that I use. Is the Satin Smooth Deluxe series. So it's the dual pot, and you can use cream wax or you can use hard wax. I am using hard wax. So I have the honey I have the all-purpose honey, which I got in Sally's. I'm basically down to the wire on this one. And in this one, I have an olive oil wax that again I got from Sally's. Both of them are hard waxes and they don't require the strips. So I just feel like it's very easy to use. And so, of course, certain things you will need for this. So you're going to need sticks. You're going to need some wax sticks. I prefer the small ones like this because I feel like when you are putting the wax underneath the eye, it's just very small and petite. It gets to the point. You don't have to worry about wax going everywhere. Also, some cotton balls. Doesn't really matter where you get them from. A cotton ball is a cotton ball. But also, I like to use baby oil. So if you get any leftover wax residue, just some regular baby oil, and I did get this from Walmart. So it really doesn't matter. You can use the oil that they sell at the stores that is specifically for wax, or you can just get some baby oil and save yourself some money. Something else that you're going to need is some Q-tips. They do come in handy. I'm gonna outline my brow because as you can see, it just needs to be cleaned up under here, but I like to keep that more boxed squared shape. So I will fill in my brow with product first, and then I'll wax off what's around that. Now, of course, I did work for a company and they did brows there, so that's kind of how I learned how to wax my own brow, and pretty much share some of that same technique, but not doing the whole brow mapping thing where I'm directly copying them, but the technique is very, very similar. Of course, you're going to want to set, if you're using a wax pot, it doesn't have to be the dual, you can get the single one. I just happen to have this one. It's convenient, but when you do set your wax to a specific temperature, make sure that it's ready. It might take 30 to 40 minutes to heat up, but you don't want that wax like dripping and falling off the stick to where it's like too soupy, because that means it is very hot and it will burn. So as you can see, I'm just gonna go ahead and set mine to ready, and then I'm going to let that wax pretty much start to melt, and then we will occasionally stir it so that we are getting it mixed, the formula mixed very good. Also, another important thing that you guys are going to want to have are these colors. So they pretty much look like this, and they help to protect your wax pot from wax going everywhere. And, okay, so I did pull my hair back. Of course, my lace is lifting on the side, but it's okay. We're home, not going anywhere. I pulled my hair back because I did not want any wax getting into my wig. Okay, guys, so this is the consistency that I told you guys that we want. So of course, you know, you want to give your pot a little stir, and then we're going to get started. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna start off with the Maybelline Tattoo Studios, and I'm using the shade Deep Brown. So we're gonna use that to just basically outline the brow. So I'm gonna start off how I normally do my shape, and I'm just gonna start gradually filling that brow in, because the main thing is, like I said, we're gonna start off filling it in, and then we will be taking off what's on the outer parts that we didn't fill in. So that's gonna pretty much be where we will be waxing. Now, there are some people that will trim their brow hair. Unfortunately, that is not a step that I do. I mean, I could, but I found that I've done it before, and I've actually gone in and cut a hole. So of course, that's not something that we're going to do today, but if you're feeling frisky, by all means, try it. Now remember, I told you we're going to be using some Q-tips. So this is the step where the Q-tips kind of come into place. So what I like to do is I like to take the Q-tip and a little bit of alcohol. I do keep my alcohol in this because it's very convenient, but I will spray that Q-tip with alcohol. And then I will go in and I will start cleaning up the area just to make it more sharp, and also to take off like any excess makeup that I don't need in that area. But this step also helps to sterilize the area and clean any excess oils that's on the skin off, because of course, so I pretty much do that step to the bottom as well as the top. So because the wax is hard, if there's any oils or anything left on the skin, it will not grip. And I'm only saying that from experience. So this step is definitely needed. Okay, so the biggest thing is you want to make sure that you are satisfied with the shape of the brow. This is a shape that I like, so I'm satisfied with it. So all I got to do is just basically start the waxing process. So we're going to get started. All right, so first I'm going to start off with my wax stick, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of wax. Now, because this is a hard wax, we're just going to start underneath, and I am just gonna lay that wax down and just basically press firmly up against. Got a little bit of drag, but it's okay. Yeah, we press firmly up against the eye. Now, because this is a hard wax, I like to do mine in layers. So I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more and pull down. Okay, so this is basically what you are left with. You can touch it and see it's basically dry. So I'm gonna start by picking on the edge a little bit, and then I'm going to rip away very quickly. So and basically, let's see. This is the hair. I don't know if you can see that, but this is the hair that's on the wax stick, and basically, as you can see, it is very, very clean underneath. All right, so next what I'm gonna do is we're going to pretty much do the top. And of course, guys, I'm looking this way because I have my wax pot right here and I don't wanna get any of this in my carpet. So we're gonna start off, I like to turn it pretty much this way and start laying that wax down. Now, I will say be very careful because as you can see, that's starting to drip down a little bit. Had I pretty much had a whole bunch of product, definitely that would have been really bad. Now again, you just want to kind of touch it. Now, one thing that I did notice about this wax, it does have like a little bit of a sticky feel, but I guess that's because of the, I want to say that one, that's the olive oil that I'm using. So yeah, we're just going to start by picking that edge a little bit, and then again, we're going to pull away. So pretty much we have gotten this area. Now I know in the salons they'll rip and then apply pressure. I don't really have to do that because again, I'm waxing myself. It's not that big of a deal. All right, so I am going to start on this eye right here, and then we're going to apply like that same method. We're going to start underneath, and if you have to lift the brow, then by all means, that's fine, but keep in mind, don't lift it too high because when it comes down, basically when that skin drops, you could run the risk of getting wax in the brow. All right, so as you can see, guys, we have the wax on and it's pretty much dry, so I can just go in and pull. Now, this brow has a little bit more hair on it, so this might hurt a little bit. So we're gonna lift and whoop, there we go. Ooh, child, I felt that. But I don't know, you guys probably can't see it. This wax is very stringy, and that's okay, but you can see the hair a little bit on there. All right, so now there are a little bit of leftover pieces under here. I'm just gonna go in and tweeze. I have some Tweezerman tweezers. They, for me, tend to be some of the best tweezers. And then, as you can see, like right in here, there's some little hairs. I mean, realistically, you're not supposed to go back in and wax an area twice. And of course, these are my brows and I'm doing it myself, so I could go in and do that, but I don't want to run the risk of taking too much hair off because I really do like this shape so far. All right, and you want to just kind of make sure that you get in between the brow. So if there's any hair that's in between, just want to clean that up. Okay, guys, so I'm going to do my mustache and my beard off camera because I figure you guys probably don't want to see that. But after I do that, we will be back. We will take some makeup remover or some wipes and wipe this off, so you guys will see the brows that are the final reveal. Okay, so as you can see, I have already waxed the chin. It's still a little red, but that's fine. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my handy dandy Neutrogena wipes And I am just going to wipe away that Maybelline brow pomade that we used earlier. So basically, you guys can see the shape that I am left over with. I'm wiping the other side off as well. And again, you guys can kind of see, like, my brow hair is very, very sparse in certain areas. And although it may look like I got it filled in, again, you can kind of see where I had gotten them tattooed right in this area. This is basically it. This is what I am left over with. I like it a lot. Looks very clean. So yes, that is going to conclude today's video. But I just wanted to show you guys how I wax my brows myself. We can, if you want, definitely leave a comment below if you want to see like the whole chin and and lip thing. You want to see how I go from beast to beauty. Just let me know. But I have, of course, as always, enjoyed you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know if you tried my method. Bye.